When it comes to the Miami Dolphins and free agency, fans start off saying, let's not overspend, but when the market opens they want the Dolphins to spend. And when they don't, Stephen Ross is a cheap bastard. It is nothing new really, as almost all teams' fan bases are like this. It comes with the territory, and when that special player hits the market, common sense goes out the window. Or at least some of it does. It's like being married and loving your spouse so much that beauty takes him or her to a different level. Until you go to a beach. In other words, it's natural to look but very costly if you decide to play. This year's big free agent is Trey Flowers, and Omar Kelly of the Sun-Sentinel says that Flowers will command a contract in the $14 to $17 million a season range. First, that is a rather large gap between 14 and 17, and two, it's very expensive. I've been told by a very reliable source that Patriots free agent Trey Flowers will get $14.17 on his next deal. Do with that whatever you'd like. Omar Kelly, at Omar Kelly, March 3, 2019. The Dolphins are going to rebuild, and while Flowers makes a lot of sense from a scheme standpoint and the fact that the new coaches know him very well, his contract is more than Miami needs to spend. As Chris Greer said, I would rather have 3 good players than 1 great player. From a team makeup standpoint, that makes a lot of sense. It is not just free agency though, and this is not all about whether or not Flowers should be brought to Miami. That is an entirely different debate. The NFL draft is really no different. There is an entire generation that has not seen the Miami Dolphins win a Super Bowl or appear in one. There is an entire generation that has seen the Dolphins go to the playoffs twice in their lifetime. There is an entire generation that didn't see Dan Marino play. They want a quarterback they can be proud of. Naturally, when you fall into those types of fans, the desire to find a franchise quarterback is so strong that the beer goggles come on and you throw common sense back out the other window. Heading into the offseason, fans were saying that the Dolphins should not waste trading draft picks to move up where they can draft Kyle Murray or Dwayne Haskins, but now that the draft season is in full swing, Miami has to do whatever it takes to get up there and get him. More from Fin Fanidis. It doesn't make sense. Rebuilding the roster makes sense. If a franchise-type quarterback that the team loves or even likes a lot drops to them at 13, then take your chances, but don't mortgage the future of your team, a team that has been losing for 18 years, to move up on a player that won't have the support around him to win. The argument is that the Eagles and Rams did it with their QBs, and the counterpoint is that the Eagles and Rams had the rest of the team build around them before spending against their future. Whether it is free agency or the draft, the one commonality between all of the Dolphins fans is the passion and desire to see winning on the field. 2019 is not going to be pretty, but it shouldn't be. It should be a rebuild, and it should come at the expense of overspending on free agents. And we all need to realize that, and hope that remains the case. If there is one thing we do know, is that the Dolphins have had their own share of saying one thing and then getting excited about the new bods on the beach.